Hello everybody, I hope you're all doing well today and you had a good weekend. I want to go over question number 32 from Friday's assignment since it came up as an issue for a couple people. So if there are any other questions that you kind of had trouble with on Friday, please write them down on the questions doc and I'll try to get to as many as I can. And going forward, if you ever have an assignment and there's a couple questions that you're having trouble with, just write them down on the questions doc and I'll make a video similar to this explaining what to do. So for question 32, they give us some dimensions of a pond. It's in the shape of a rectangular prism. They say that it has a depth of 24 inches and a volume of 72,000 cubic inches. The length of the pond is 2 times its width. So find the length and width of the pond to the nearest tenth. So, if it's a rectangular prism, it has a length, a width, and a height. So the depth you can consider to be its height because they give you the length and they give you the width. So we have 24 inches for that one. And then they tell us that the length of the pond is 2 times its width. So we know the width is W, and then we know the length is 2W. So we just have to go and multiply all of these things out. So if we multiply these three things out, we're going to wind up getting 2W squared times 24, which would be 48W squared. So that is an expression that represents the volume. Well, the other expression that we have that represents the volume is 72,000 cubic inches. So we will just put this equal to 72,000. Alright, so what do I have to do next? If I have this equation, the first thing I have to do is divide by 48. So if we go and divide both sides by 48, we would get W squared equals 1,500. And then all we would have left to do at that point is take the square root of both sides. Now if you take the square root of both sides, remember you're going to have the positive and the negative square root of 1,500. Since W is the width, the negative isn't going to make any sense, but it's just thought it was a good time to bring up that it's positive and negative when you take the square root of a variable being squared. The other side is going to be positive and negative. But in this case, we're just going to take the positive value. So the square root of 1,500 would be 38.7 inches. I left it as 38.7 because if you go back to the question, it does say to the nearest tenth. So that would be the width. So 38.7 would go down here. And then the length would be 2 times 38.7, which would be 77.4. Now the problem with this question that I think a lot of people had was that they put 77.4 in here, you multiply it by 2, which I get it. That's exactly probably what I would have done. But if you look at what the original was times 2 before you round to the nearest tenth, you would have gotten 77.45, which would have made the length 77.5. So that's why you might have gotten that question wrong. But don't feel bad. I would have also put 77.4 because that would have made the most sense once you found the width. You multiply it by 2. So no worries if that was the issue that you had. I'm going to guess that it is. And if there's any other questions, any other problems, please reach out to me. Let me know if you want to talk through Google Meet or something. If you're having trouble with these, we can set that up at some point. Alright guys, well good luck today on the quizzes, and if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Have a great day.